What if everything Rob Will has built can vanish in one night? Episode 9 doesn't just suggest prison, it pushes him closer to that fate than ever. But is the show actually setting him up, or is this all masterful misdirection before a season-ending shock? By the episode's final scene, Rob Will isn't facing a simple ranch dispute, he's boxed in by consequences that have been carefully stacked all season. Every risky call, every hush-hush meeting, every moral compromise suddenly points at him. The writers don't tell us the truth outright, they make the world react to him. And in a story built on loyalty and betrayal, perception can be deadlier than proof. So the key question heading into the finale is this: is prison Rob Will's destination, or is someone crafting the perfect scapegoat? Walk the episode in order and the pattern is clear. Scenes that used to be about protecting the ranch now revolve around accountability. Conversations once about strategy shift to who pays. Even allies who defended Rob Will are hedging. That narrative tightening is deliberate, the show is shifting the conflict inward. If everyone steps back, legal trouble isn't the only threat, isolation is. If no one stands with him when the evidence mounts, what chance does he have? This season repeatedly shows Rob Will favoring quick fixes over long-term solutions. Those shortcuts saved them sometimes, but they left traces: a whispered phone call, a ledger entry, an overheard argument. Remember the quiet warnings, actions come back, that played like throwaway lines? They're foreshadowing. The storytellers have been building toward a reckoning that makes the prison theory plausible, not because the show promises it, but because it shaped the tracks that lead there. Here's the twist-savvy counterpoint: the more the show marches us to one predictable outcome, the more satisfying the reversal when it arrives. What if Rob Will isn't the real target? What if someone else pulled the trigger, and Rob Will, intentionally or not, becomes the fall guy? Televised justice loves dramatic bait-and-switch. A last-minute reveal that redirects guilt would be classic misdirection, and devastatingly effective. Beth and Rip have been the emotional backbone. Their choices now face brutal trade-offs: protect Rob Will, or protect the ranch. Episode 9 implies those goals may no longer align. Save him and risk everything, abandon him and keep the operation alive. Their dilemma isn't just plot, it's character crucible. Whatever they decide will ripple outward, changing loyalties and consequences. Whenever a show zeroes in on one suspect, ask, who gains? Power rarely evaporates, it changes hands. Several rivals have quietly gained leverage this season while Rob Will struggled. Coincidence? Probably not. If the finale links those rising players to Rob Will's downfall, prison could be only the first move in a larger takeover. At that point, it's not only one man's fate, it's control of everything he fought for. Episode 9 does something clever: it forces nearly every main character into a binary choice: loyalty or survival, revenge or pragmatism. Picture multiple trains converging on one track. Each believes they're right, but none can prevent the crash. One secret confession, one missing witness, one revealed recording, any single detail could rewrite everything. That's why the finale feels electric. The writers set up a situation where small flips cascade into major fallout. Legally, prison is terrifying. Emotionally, losing trust is worse. Friendships are strained, alliances fragile, families split. If Rob Will goes down, those relationships may never recover. If he's innocent and abandoned, those who left him face guilt and fallout. That tension, community versus individual, creates the show's most painful choices. It's not just about crime, it's about who you're willing to burn for the ranch. This ranch has more secrets than a spy convention. Seriously, someone should start charging admission. The arrest, evidence piles up, Rob Will's arrested, the ranch fractures, and season 2 opens with war over a void he leaves behind. This is the straightforward, high-stakes legal resolution. The reveal: a hidden piece of evidence flips everything, some other player is exposed and the investigation pivots. This would force everyone to rethink their alliances and moral choices. The sacrifice: Rob Will takes the fall to shield a deeper truth that would destroy the ranch if exposed. He becomes tragic protector, guilty in public, heroic in private. It's emotionally devastating and narratively rich. All three fit the show's tone. Which feels most satisfying? Depends whether the writers want justice, surprise, or tragedy. Episode 9 didn't close doors, it positioned pieces. The final confrontation can still swing any direction. Will Rob face handcuffs, or will someone else's guilt explode into the light? Will Beth and Rip choose loyalty over survival, or will the ranch demand a sacrificial lamb? The next hour could redefine every relationship. So what do you think, prison, reveal, or sacrifice? Who's really pulling the strings? Drop your theory in the comments. The most convincing prediction gets pinned and featured in my post-finale deep dive. If you want the full evidence breakdown after the finale, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. You won't want to miss what I think is coming next.